Hi everyone. So for today, you read the article by McAvoy and Hess, and they talk a lot about. So their project is to figure out how to do political deliberation in the classroom. How can you do that without teachers forcing their views onto students? And they kind of the framing question they're thinking about is whether teachers ought to transmit knowledge, political knowledge in their classrooms, or transform that knowledge in their classrooms. That's a question that William Stanley asked. And there are a couple of questions I have for you to decide what to respond to. The first is, what do you think? Should teachers just transmit the way society is now, or should they try to help students transform society? And I think this gets to on Tuesday we were talking a lot about neutrality, about how neutral teachers should be. And some of you in your discussion posts have talked about that it might not be neutral to push ideas like democracy or compassion. And I think that McAvoy and Hess are really complicating that for us. They're saying that these kind of values are 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 necessary for neutrality. So having a democratic space, having a compassionate space, having a safe space, those are required to actually allow students to form their own ideas. So the first question I have for you is, should teachers transmit political knowledge or transform political knowledge when they're teaching students? And then I want you to think about a second question I have is how does this project fit into Gutman's civic virtue? So on Tuesday we talked about what Gutman's civic virtue was, and I want you to think about how fostering political deliberation in the classroom fosters or inhibits Gutman's civic virtue. And then the last question, this is like a theoretical question, that on page 35 or 22 in the PDF, McAvoy and Hess say that the special aspects of school, they obligate teachers to teach deliberation. So they say it's not just an opportunity to teach deliberation, but the special characteristics of school mandate almost that teachers teach deliberation. So I want you to think about that, and do you think that they're right, that the kind of things that the mandatoriness of school is something that mandates that deliberation be taught in this way? All right, so those are the three questions you can respond to. So first, should teachers transmit or transform? Second, how does this project fit into Gutman's civic virtue? And then three, do the special aspects of schools obligate teachers to teach deliberation? All right, thanks. I look forward to seeing your responses.